Hello everyone and welcome to Whispergames. Today, as you can see, there will be some more Phoenix Wright. I might just want to lower the sound a bit. Not that much. Okay, so let's continue from where we left off. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Oh, right. No, she's not innocent at all. Not that I think. Hello, Miss Pink Lady. Maybe. I hope the sound is not too high for you now. I'll leave it like this, I think. Alright. I don't like her at all. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. That's right. I totally agree with you. Right. Oh no, that's no good. Where were you on the night of September the 5th when the murder occurred? Okay. In your hotel room, like in your hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. Right. And this hotel is directly across from the Fayoko law offices. That's right. Please testify to the court about what you saw. So here comes the witness testimony. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl, sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Oh no. Then the woman with long hair, she kinda slumped. Okay. The end. Well, it's not remarkably solid testimony. Oh, come on. What are you talking about? Of course, we have to cross-examine her. Exactly. What about my cross-examination? No, I didn't. Yeah. Okay, well. Let's not fight, boys. Will you cross-examine the witness? Of course. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Right. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Yeah, good point. She has to have some weakness, of course. Okay, let's give it a go then. You may begin your cross-examination. Thank you very much. So, let's see what we shall press on. Let's press on this. I think this is what I'm supposed to press on, actually. How do you know she was the defendant? She had a girlish psyche. Okay, women know these things, do we? Okay. I just know. Right, that doesn't sound very solid. There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short girlish figure. I guess so, but still, it's not bulletproof. I question the testimony, of course. It stinks, apparently. I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing, maybe? Did you really see the defendant at all? What's the meaning of this? I'm not quite sure myself, actually. What is the meaning? Right. If you had really witnessed my client Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing the side. Oh, right, I guess so. Maybe so. No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis, except her. Good point. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me, right? However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. It's bogus. Right. I guess that's the point. Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder, but she was. Yeah, she was. Exactly. So did Detective Gumshoe. That's a good thing that he was also there. What do you say to that? Right. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary. Okay, I guess that's a good point actually too. The court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Could you get that out? Your testimony again, please. Let's get this over with. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, oh, the clock, now I got you. The kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think. Does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Yeah, actually it does. It's always the thing with the clock. People always go down on that part, I guess. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Yeah, me too. Me too, Mr. Judge. Please begin the cross-examination. Thank you. I know exactly what to press on this time. I might even present at once, actually. Let's go to the part with the clock. How do you know it's a clock? Is the question. Especially since there actually wasn't even a clockwork in this one, because Mia had taken it out, if you remember, to put evidence papers in it instead. What you said just now is quite revealing, right? Exactly. She just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it exactly. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Yeah. Order in the court. Can you explain how you know this was a clock? how you know this is a clock. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important. No, it's not. Don't go there. No, it's not trivial concerns. No. I've caught murderers with these questions before. Only once, but still. Objections sustained. Thank you very much. That was close. I guess it would have been, yes. So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? No, that's not possible. That's not possible. You've been to the you've been to the law offices of Fayoko. What? Is that even possible? The law offices at Fayoko, where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel, but still, seems a bit. She could easily have had the clock. Are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. It couldn't have wrong, actually, because, as I said before, Mia had actually taken out the clockwork. Members of the court. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Yes. How could you possibly know that? What? Just have a look. I was right, I guess. Yes. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. That's a good thing for us. Would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Oh no, not that way. What is it now then? Right, what have you got now? He knew the clock was empty somehow. What have I forgotten now? The clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? Oh, okay. Nothing more than that. If it was after the witness had a clock, then there was no contradiction. That's right, but we do have evidence actually. We should have evidence in the phone call. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. No, that's not true. Can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I think I can. You wait and see, Mr. Edgeworth. I have proof. Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Now I'll show you the proof you like so much. Here it comes. My cell phone. Take a look at this. Alright, it is a very cute cell phone. And not my phone. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. you didn't bring me the updated autopsy report either, so perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Mwahaha. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. Oh, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning before the witness even arrived at her hotel. That should be evidence enough, I would think. Would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Isn't it obvious? No, it isn't. I saw the clock before. Where? Oh no, that's not possible. This clock was made by Larry Butts, if you remember. So the witness had seen it before. That could make sense. No, it wouldn't. Yes, I do. I do have an objection. It directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Made by Larry Butts. That's the key here. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Yeah, they're quite murderous, those clocks. No, it isn't. I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Or we're being funny now, are we? Oh, I think she's breaking now. Yeah. That's good. Yay. Porcupine head. Of course it matters. It's very important. Oh gosh. She did what? What are you talking about now? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Did I, lose it? Well, yeah, sort of. Yeah, I guess you did. Yeah, really scary. Let me ask. How did you know the weapon was a clock? She doesn't seem like she wants to answer that. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Allow me to explain how I see the truth on this matter. You knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it probably over the phone, because if you remember, we found a wiretap in her hotel room. The witness had never held a clock in her hand, however she had heard that it was a clock. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. That's true. And I can show you the proof. We do have proof. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard that the murder weapon was a clock. Well, this wiretap should be enough evidence, I think. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Please explain to the court what this is. You were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Shame on you. Of course it's not irrelevant. Come up with better objections. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Thank you for that. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. It should trouble you as well. Yes? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. You're being a bit persistent here. Did the victim ever say that a weapon was a clock on the phone? Yes, she did. Come on, let's not fight now, boys. Once again, here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is, once again, Maya's cell phone with a recording. I'm pretty sure Mia says that on the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone once again. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Beep. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. You used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? What do you mean? This is ridiculous. You have to think of better objections, really. The defense demands an answer. Doesn't seem like we're really gonna get one. And, well, I guess despite the silence speak for itself. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Well, this is a court of law. A pretty weird one, but still. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, come on. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Yeah, we definitely have. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Because we all know that she didn't actually kill Mia. If you remember the opening scene for this turnabout, you remember that it was actually a man who did it, so we kind of know that it wasn't her. Phoenix doesn't know, of course, but we know, which is a bit of a cheating, maybe. Later on in the games, you won't know who it is from the beginning. Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? Hmm. Well, actually, she's kind of right about that. I guess. Sort of. Yeah, you're also right about that. I will call that irrelevant. You were tapping the victim's phone. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point, yes. Do you have an explanation for the court? Miss May. Can you prove you had nothing to do with the murder, even though you tapped her phone? Were you not? Okay. She obviously has something to say here. Well, go on then. Let's hear it. So, the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Yes. Well, why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Well, that's convenient. Iced coffee, you. Yeah. Well. Yeah, doesn't really sound very nice. I've actually never tried it, but I didn't like cold coffee, so no. Asked the bellboy. The witness was not on the scene of the crime of the murder. I guess it's time to talk to the bellboy then. The witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime. It is she saw the defendant may have commit murder. Does the defense have anything to say? Let's talk to the bellboy. Yeah. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get at the bottom of it. Do you really? Why so? What's your reason, Mr. Edgeworth? If you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling the witness. What's that condition then? Okay, that's fine, because I already know she isn't the killer. Therefore, you must accept the verdict. Oh, okay. Yeah, we better find something suspicious in the bellboy's testimony then. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot, which is no good. But, alright. I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. So, whatever, let's go. Okay. Doesn't sound very good, but I guess this is the way we should go. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. And, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we will be ending this episode for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you feel relaxed. yourselves and sleep well.